Hello everyone, I am PyroFalkon and this is Monster Rancher 4. As in the last few episodes, we are exploring the Prometheus ruins and doing AMA answers and questions and such like that there, because we're just exploring. So, next question comes from Kayla, who says, Autobot or Decepticon? It has been years since I've read Lord of the Rings, so I'm going with Hufflepuff. Next question it comes from Genergy. Out of all your completed Let's Plays you've done, which is your favorite and had the most fun yet? Or fun with? A lot of them. Which I don't like using as a cop-out answer. But like... I'm sorry, the Akamura is laughing behind me for totally unconnected reasons to the last thing I just said. Oh man. See, the thing with me and this show is I try to only play games that I like. So I've liked a lot of them. I guess the only ones I'm regretful of, the ones I didn't have fun with, are the ones I screwed up for some reason, like Cities Skyline. But, you know, I loved Monster Rancher. I liked Evil Genius, the third run especially. I'm proud of almost all the ones I've done in the last few years. Especially because I'm getting better at... Please don't take offense to this, with all due respect to all of you. Oh, I guess that is the American version of saying with respect. It'd be with all due respect. But it's still not used very much. Huh. Anyway, with all due respect, I like the games that I can play where I'm not getting audience feedback. Which sounds weird. I'm sure it sounds weird because of what the old slogan of this channel used to be. But the thing is... As much as I like hearing suggestions and all that, a lot of times I just want to play the game to play it and have my fun with it. So, you know, I don't think that's inconsistent. I've always I've never liked min-maxing. I've never liked getting direct solutions. I like figuring the games out on my own. I like using my own strategies. And in fact, it's really funny to me when I see comments like, how did you use a PyroPixie to beat the game? That's so weird. This shouldn't have worked. But a lot of commenters will say things like that consistently when I'm doing things. So it's like, it's not that my strategy doesn't work, it's that my strategy isn't what that person would do, or what the experts, whatever that means, would do. And I'm fine with that. I don't care. It's how I want to play the game. So, my favorite Let's Plays I've done are the ones where, honestly and frankly, I ignore specific advice, and I just have fun with it, or lightly troll people. I mean, the first run of Monster Rancher 4 is a good example because I had a lot of people bitching and moaning at me that I used PyroPixies, so I just used more PyroPixies, and I won as a result. So, screw anybody who didn't like that, you know? I don't know. I like playing it my own way, because games are supposed to be fun, damn it. I think that's why I liked my third run of Evil Genius so much, because of a long list of things that people didn't like in that particular run, was that people didn't like me using Red Ivan because he's so destructive, and I made it funny. People didn't like me playing the alert sound effect all the time, but I did because I found it funny. And it was just enjoyable. There were some very bad, stressful moments of Evil Genius, the hard run, which is fine. But at the end of it, it was still really fun, and it was fun to come up with ideas of insulting Sean Steele's mother. Also, there was the Sims 4 Socialism Challenge, where Remember, I have that one asshole. I think that's still my top comment of that video where it's someone going, actually, it's not really socialism because socialism says that the state owns things and will pay you because it's not about ownership, blah, blah, fucking blah. Shut up. I called it the socialism challenge because it was funnier than calling it the communism challenge, and it rolled off the tongue better. So, you know, I don't have time for actually. I very much do not have time for actually. That will make me block you faster than anything else when you actually me for doing something I found enjoyable. Anyway, the point is, I had a lot of fun with that one too because that was the first time I ever tried to improv on the channel and it worked out really well. Surprisingly well. And just doing that series was goofy and fun, and it's made me think about doing another socialism challenge in the future. I just don't have time. But yeah, those were absolutely among the most fun I've had. And the vast majority of other Let's Plays, at worst, that I've done, I just was a little checked out by the end of it. One of them is Whispering Willows, and don't worry if you've never seen it. No one has seen it. I tried to rewatch my own episodes, and good goddamn does it feel like the 10 minutes are actually 30. I was using 10-minute episodes, and it felt much longer. That particular game just... oh boy, did it drag. And that was before I knew how to use certain tricks and techniques to make the episodes more interesting to watch. So... other than that one being a little rough, I've had a lot of fun with this. This is why this is the best job ever, and I have no intention of stopping YouTube anytime soon. Why would I walk away from my favorite job? MaddDog187 says, love the content, keep it up. Question for you, is there a good chance we'll see Monster Rancher Evo with an all-dragon run? I've gotten enough comments about seeing an all-something run of Evo that it's certainly something for me to consider at this point. I don't know if it would be dragons. I might have people vote. I have a feeling if I left it up to a peer vote, a lot of you would pick Mochis just to troll me, which would be extremely funny. Especially if I had a swear jar or just an ugh jar, because I would be owing somebody a lot of money. But I've heard suggestions for... oh, I can't pass that either. Oh man, those are good treasures too. I've heard suggestions for an all-pixie run. I've heard suggestions for an all-naga run. You have said for an all-dragon run. So there are options. Maybe once I clear Monster Rancher 4 all-pixie and Evil Genius 2, we can figure it out. I would not mind revisiting Evo. It was a ton of fun, and I am... one of the rare people who likes it better than 4, and I think the interactive training is fine, which puts me in a very thin minority. Most people hate all of that, but whatever. Kalo asks, any audiobooks you listen to in your spare time? Nope. Haven't listened to any audiobooks. I don't think I've ever listened to any audiobooks. I am almost always using my ears, whether that means I am working on something or just watching YouTube videos. So I am rarely in a position... oh, I can get that treasure after all. Maybe. I'm rarely in a position where I can use my ears to listen to an audiobook. In fact, when the tax office calls me in, which will be Monday, which means it's long since happened since... that treasure chest turned. Because I think I was able to see the jewel from the other side, so that's creepy. Anyway, I would have already been at the tax office, but I have a subscription to Pandora, which is a music site, kind of like Spotify, and I will probably just listen to music. I'm not really much of an audiobook guy. Next question is from Dynasty Girl, who says, what do you think of Sephiroth being in Smash Ultimate? What a hell of a reveal. That also is a game that I tend to avoid because of the community, with all due respect to you, Dynasty Girl. Because I have come to the point with Smash, the way the developer... what is the developer's name? The Akuma? Sakurai. there is no confirmation of this, but he really didn't want to make it after the second one, I think? There was a whole thing about that on Game Theory. Future Pyro, link that video with Game Theory. I think that Game Theory video was one Smash Brothers ago, but it started off being fun and goofy, and then as soon as it started becoming this actual tournament and ultra competitive scene, it just stopped being something I cared about. And that speaks more to me than anything else, or more for me, I guess, than anything else. That I'm not a competitive gamer, so as soon as it became a competitive thing, I was just checked out. I was like, nah, I don't need to play it. I don't even know which one was the last one I played. I didn't play much of the GameCube one, but that was Melee. Was Melee also the one with the pratfalls? Okay. Because that one upset a lot of people, which I understand. But it's funny, because the whole concept of the pratfalls was to piss off the competitive gamers, and just the hatred from the community of pratfalls was so heavy that Nintendo reversed it and took them out of the next one, so that's silly. Anyway, so yeah, I don't think I played much of the GameCube. Whichever one had pratfalls in it, I played a lot of, but never competitively. I played the one where you're going through a space station. I think that was the first one with Lucas. So that may have been the Wii one. And then I definitely, at least I think I skipped the Wii U one if there was a separate one. I definitely haven't played the latest one. Maybe it's the first one with Snake? Is that the one with Lucas? I don't know. I mix them up because they don't have numbers in the titles. So, but anyway, to your original question, what do I think of Sephiroth being in it? I think that's fine. I didn't see the reveal, but that's a hell of a addition to the roster. I would, in some weird form, I would love to see Snake versus Sephiroth, even though Sephiroth would beat the ever-loving piss out of him. But yeah, that's, I don't know. It's fine. It's interesting. But as an example of the community, one of my fans mentioned that, like, his friend was, quote, I'm quoting, super pissed that a Tails character, or a Tails character didn't get into the game, like Tales of Symphonia or whatever. I'm like, what a dumb thing to be upset about. Who gives a shit? Like, the only way Smash Brothers can possibly make everybody happy at this point, or really anybody happy at this point, is if every character from every video game franchise is in it and perfectly balanced, and that'll never happen. So, otherwise, what a dumb thing to be upset over. And, like, still, why? I mean, I guess it's to make dream matches, but whatever. I don't know. I don't care about Smash. You'll never see it on the channel. I almost did do the subspace emissary, or whatever the hell it was called, for the channel, because that was back when Sparkless was on the show, and she loved Smash, and we were going to co-op it, and that just never happened. I can't imagine the Akamura is interested enough to do the co-op campaign with me, and just whatever. I've thought about playing it, but it's like Animal Crossing to me, where I'll play it for maybe a couple weeks really hard. Whoops. I'll play it for a couple weeks really hard and then probably never touch it for 6 to 8 months. So it's not worth buying at full price for me, because I'll be done with it too quickly. Next question comes from MadDog187, who asks, how are you enjoying Yakuza? I love Yakuza. I'm currently playing number 4. I'm playing them in order. Started with 0 again. There has not been a bad Yakuza. There have been bad quests. And certainly the Dragon engine is way superior to what they had before, with Yakuza 3 and 4 and presumably 5. The game feels a little weird and unpolished because the Dragon engine, which was 0, 1, 2, and 6, are all very, very good games. Love it. Can't say enough good things about Yakuza. I haven't played 7 or the spin-off, and I don't remember what the spin-off is called, and I don't even know if 7 is considered 7. The Life of the Dragon or Year of the Dragon or whatever the hell it's called, the latest one that's come out, I haven't played that yet. I don't know if I'll play those. I did want to play the spin-off, the detective spin-off. Oh, I don't remember the name of it. Someone in the comments will know. But yeah, I've really wanted to play that game. Just haven't gotten to it yet. Again, it keeps slipping down the priority list and the cost list. So, but yeah, I love Yakuza. I can't get enough of it. It's super fun. Judah asks, what do I think about people who fake speedruns? Cheaters need to go away too. I almost said die, but that's extreme, and knowing YouTube, they'd probably get me flagged for actually making a threat. So, cheaters suck and shouldn't cheat. Speedrunning is whatever. I mean, I don't care about speedrunning. I'm not a speedrunner myself. But speedrunning is a contest, and being a contest, it should be fair. And when someone cheats, they're not being fair. So, I don't even know how you fake speedruns unless, you splice footage to make it look like you beat it faster or whatever. YouTube tends to suggest to me that I want to watch people getting upset about other people cheating in speedruns, and I'm not sure why YouTube thinks I would like watching that, unless just because it's video game related. But I don't care. I mean, that sucks. Like, I can totally see... I empathize with the community, the speedrunning community, for having to deal with that nonsense. It's gotta suck, and it can't be fun in the slightest. But, you know, from a personal perspective, beyond just the base cheaters shouldn't cheat, just screw cheaters, I guess I really don't have any more to add. Although that said, I did once watch a video. It was like a 20-minute breakdown on how to save 3 seconds, or no, not even seconds. It was like a handful of frames in the original Super Mario Brothers, and that video was fascinating. Like, I think I would be interested in watching biopics, I suppose, or just documentaries or breakdowns of certain speedrunning and such. That would catch my interest. But, like, just the general, this person did a naughty, let's all dunk on him for 20 minutes. I don't really have an interest in that. Kalo asks, what's my favorite Christmas movie? If Die Hard counts, which I don't know if it does, I don't want to start that fucking debate. But if Die Hard counts, I guess Die Hard is my favorite Christmas movie. If Die Hard doesn't count, actually, if Die Hard counts, fucking Godfather 2 should count. And Batman 3, Dark Knight Rises, or whatever should count. Anyway, whatever. Otherwise, I don't really have... I have fond memories of Home Alone, and I have fond memories of Peanuts Christmas, even though I generally don't like Peanuts Christmas. My mom loves it, and so she watches it all the time. She didn't bring it over this year, which was weird. And I asked her why, and she's like, I didn't think you and the Akamura would like watching it. And I was like, well, I didn't say this, but I was thinking, well, we don't, but that's not here nor there. My mom is very tradition-based, even those kinds of traditions, and I was just a little surprised she didn't want to watch it this year with me. That's about it. I don't like A Christmas Story. I've seen it in its entirety once, and I didn't find it very fun or funny. But it's a product of its time, right? Like, A Christmas Story came out in the, what, 70s? 80s? But, like, by the time I was watching it... Okay. By the time I was watching, A Christmas Story, I was older and video games existed. And it's like... Why would I want to watch a bunch of kids being dipshits out in the snow? Like, it just... I don't know, it wasn't my thing. Alright, I want to keep going, but if this is the boss run, I think we're going to do more harm than good staying here, because if we have to deal with that turtle thing, I'm pretty sure that's a boss fight. Yeah, we gotta get out of here, because we can't take this. We're gonna need to do more training and then come back. Oh my god, fucking die! Thank you. Things are getting serious. I don't think Ash Girl can survive down here by herself. She's... Nope, I'm gonna bail. I'm gonna bail, and we're just gonna get the hell out of here, and... And we're gonna have to train a little bit better, because Ash Girl is gonna need to be able to take a stronger punch, apparently. I might get her life to 300 before we try that again. So that's gonna do it for today. Thank you all very much for watching. I will see you again tomorrow for another episode.